Welcome to our captivating journey through the incredible rise of Louis Vuitton, as it transformed from a humble luggage maker into a global luxury powerhouse worth a staggering $500 billion. In this video, we'll delve into the fascinating story behind the brand's evolution, uncover the key milestones, strategic decisions, and visionary leadership that propelled Louis Vuitton to unparalleled success. Louis Vuitton, Christopher Dior, Tiffany, Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, LVMH, and other renowned luxury companies are part of a conglomerate. Louis Vuitton, a highly esteemed and easily identifiable luxury brand, was established in 1854. Over time, it has expanded and now encompasses a total of 75 brands, referred to as maisons. These maisons collectively form a powerful presence in the luxury industry. The business is known for consistently delivering record-breaking results, and 2022 was no exception. It brought in $86.3 billion in sales, a solid 23% increase over 2021. In the first quarter of 2023, the company's sales increased by 17% to $22.9 billion from the same period in 2022. And on May 11, 2023, the stock price hit $191.99. With shops in 81 countries and more than 196,000 workers globally, its store count more than quintupled between 1999 and 2022, making it a real leader in luxury by a variety of metrics. LVMH controls the global luxury market thanks to its perspective. They outperform the worldwide garment industry under the leadership of Bernard Arnault, the wealthiest man on earth. The luxury market is thriving and providing strong shareholder returns. Craftsmen were important, and Louis Vuitton recognized this in 1837. Treasure chests were invented by George Vuitton, who also modernized baggage locks. To become LVMH, Louis Vuitton and Moet Hennessy united in 1987. With the help of Vincent Bastien, luxury became democratic without becoming vulgar. Unlike conventional company methods, a unique approach prevents catastrophe. Bastien worked with Bernard Arnault, who was a pioneer in the luxury industry. He maintained the crew each time he purchased a brand. For this, he is very brilliant. You are aware that everyone has to have a unique personality. Bernard Arnault exudes true elegance. He has a sense of style. He is aware of art. Arnault implements LVMH's aggressive acquisition strategy and takes calculated risks thanks to his sharp instincts and bravery. The fact that all 5 of his children have significant positions in the business solidifies his family's control. The rigorous management style of Arnault is credited with accelerating development and exceeding $1 billion in net revenue in 2004. Since 1992, LVMH has had a significant presence abroad, particularly in Asia, which has helped drive consistent record sales. The company's success is credited to brand creation and storytelling that play on customers' ambitions. LVMH broadens its appeal by offering a variety of pricing points. Bulgari in 2011, Rimowa in 2016, Dior in 2017, and Tiffany in 2021, all of which were acquired for billions of dollars. In the Tiffany transaction, Arnault's aggressive negotiating strategies were clear, and the results were 3 years of quadruple. They now make more than $1 billion annually, and it is Bernard Arnault's magic and aggressiveness. Although most people connect LVMH with high-end handbags and fashion, the company's present portfolio includes a variety of industries, including perfume and cosmetics, specialized retailing, wine, and spirits. It even owns a premium yacht manufacturer in Royal Van Lent, in addition to Sephora and Starboard cruise services. Revenue increased from $16.9 billion to $86 billion between 2005 and 2022. That is a 500% gain, roughly. And it continues to rise at an astounding rate and dominate the premium market in 2023, while establishing itself as the biggest in luxury. Maintaining such a position is difficult, since doing so implies being relevant. For LVMH, this entails generating desire even in difficult circumstances. While many other businesses struggled during the epidemic, the LVMH stock, after a severe but temporary dip, climbed gradually from March 2020 forward. The LVMH customer seems to be almost resistant to inflation so far. Yes, Louis Vuitton and many other companies have hiked prices by 5 to 7%, or about in the mid-single digits. They haven't increased them by quite the same amount as some of the rivals. You take a look at a Chanel bag, which has particularly infuriated customers since it is now more than twice as expensive as it was before the outbreak. That is one reason they haven't suffered a significant loss of business. However, Louis Vuitton is the most significant factor. The LVMH customer is highly rich, and because of their substantial savings and ongoing income, they are not at all impacted by the epidemic. As limits were removed, McKinsey & Company observed that customers engaged in what it terms revenge spending in 2021 and 2022. Ironically, buyers will turn to major brands like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermes, or Cartier during difficult times, and those dynamics take place there. Certain safety, luxury, and buying habits exist. LVMH takes pleasure in being what Arnault terms a culture company. Recently, LVMH has had made large expenditures in growing its manufacturing capacity, personnel, and retail network. The business made $5.4 billion in investments in 2022, including $234 million for staff training alone. Even during the epidemic, according to LVMH, these expenditures are a factor in the high cost of its goods. Through initiatives like Métier d'Art and apprenticeships, the corporation seeks to preserve the experience and savoir-faire of its craftspeople. With complete control over everything from manufacturing to customer-facing sales in its physical locations, LVMH aspires to be a vertically integrated business. While e-commerce expanded during the epidemic, LVMH observed a shift back towards physical shops, which provide customers with crucial emotional experiences. To curate appealing collections, it is essential to hire a varied skill pool, and LVMH values the independence and originality of its designers. The CEO of the firm, Bernard Arnault, sees few rivals and believes that they are too tiny to compete. Richemont, LVMH's nearest rival, generated revenues of $20.8 billion in 2022, considerably below the $37.3 billion of LVMH. LVMH's roster of designers includes well-known fashion figures, including Kim Jones, Marc Jacobs, Karl Lagerfeld, and R.A.F. Simmons. Asset manager Bernard Arnault focuses on acquiring and developing brands, people, and creative talent. He pays close attention to reimagining brands and their long-term cultural significance. Between 2017 and 2022, Virgil Abloh served as Louis Vuitton's menswear designer and helped the company reach a new, streetwear-focused audience. In terms of LVMH having a significant influence and attracting new generations, this was a leadership decision. Louis Vuitton also worked with Supreme, demonstrating how a company like Louis Vuitton pays attention to young people who didn't think a company like Louis Vuitton would. LVMH has built a lasting legacy by collaborating with celebrities, influencers, and fashion icons to appeal to the younger luxury audience. Their social media initiatives have undergone significant transformations. However, LVMH faced challenges to the Chinese market due to President Xi Jinping's speech and the COVID-related lockdowns, resulting in a revenue decrease. Nevertheless, LVMH reported a 14% revenue gain in Asia in 2023, showcasing its resilience. With a portfolio of 75 trademarks, LVMH continues to maintain its appeal and venture into new segments, leveraging its rich history and staying current with innovative products, collaborations, and creative executions. LVMH has invested in curating experiences because it understands that the future of the luxury market resides in experiences. With the 2019 acquisition of Belmond, which also includes Cheval Blanc, Maisons, and Bulgari Hotels, LVMH increases its market share in the hospitality sector. The firm has been active in the market since 2000, which guarantees that the development and improvement of these assets will continue to be a top focus. Luxury buyers now place a high value on sustainability in addition to experiences. LVMH is aware of this and has adjusted. Due to the rapid expansion of businesses like The Real and Fashionphile, the luxury resale industry has drawn a lot of attention. Consumers are increasingly more conscious of the worth of their purchases and the possible resale value, which is a sign of brand equity. However, the popularity and exclusivity of the luxury market have also encouraged the spread of fake goods, creating a rising issue. The Aura Block Consortium was created by LVMH in collaboration with Prada and Cartier to address this issue. This partnership strengthens efforts to prevent counterfeiting by enabling buyers to monitor the authenticity and life cycle of premium items using RFID and blockchain technologies. In its 2022 results, LVMH said that retail development and extending its digital presence are its strategic goals. These initiatives will be supported by cost control and careful investment choices. Is longevity fueled by the idea of legacy, which is essential to the company's whole business model? The organization looks ahead to the next 100 years rather than simply the next few. They realized Bernard Arnault's luxury empire while standing among Bulgari, Tiffany, and Louis Vuitton in the center of Manhattan's shopping area. A display of fashion and art, the Kusama robot with enormous dots was placed in front of the Louis Vuitton shop. They had the impression that they were part of an opulent world where shopping was an adventure. Now, we'd like to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Louis Vuitton's remarkable growth and the expansion of its brand portfolio? Are there any other luxury companies you admire for their transformation? If you enjoyed this video and want to delve deeper into the world of luxury fashion and business, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Stay tuned for more fascinating content and inspiring stories. Thanks for watching.